Well, let's go ahead and get started then, shall we? Hello everybody, I'm Kotor the Barbarian, and welcome back to the Gaben Gauntlet, number 55, Virtue's Last Reward of the Nonary Game series. Today we continue our seemingly never-ending journey to beat all of my Steam games, of which the current total sits at 361 games. I think there might be a new one I added in there, so it might be 362. But anyway, at the end of the game, we have a raffle, and you guys get to pick the order in which we play these games. So let's go ahead and dive back into Virtue's Last Reward. The world's longest visual novel slash mystery murder saw ever. Ever. We found 14 hours in, and we found 1 of 9 endings. Ah, yeah, so we just got through the cyan door, which is the crew quarters. Now we're just reconverging with everybody after we've gotten through the initial doors, and we've started on down this path. Which I'm starting to wonder if I should have gone down the middle one, but whatever, who cares. Figure I gotta go down them all eventually, so what difference does it make? It's like the gang's all here.
Nothing's up. We left our room, headed left.
And ended up here.
Sigma, let me see that map you found earlier.
That's the same as the map we found in the lounge.
One moment. So interestingly, at this point I've done... Well, I don't know if I have. Because I thought I essentially had done the red, green, and blue doors, but in reality I haven't. Because each of those doors was split into 3. So essentially I could have all new escapes to have to do for these that I haven't done already. My hope was that since I had done some of these doors already, I wouldn't have to do them again because I already had the passwords for them, but I think it was intentionally set up to go 3 and then splits off into 3 again, so I'll probably have to do all 9 of the doors, which I kind of figured, I guess, but what? I wonder if I could have checked. No, because the safes didn't store the information, so, and I wasn't allowed to freely explore any of those rooms, so, anyway, yeah, whatever.
Oh, we found something like that too! Our room was an infirmary.
So Quark and then went into the infirmary.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit, exchange information.
No, there's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Pushy, pushy, pushy. Like fuzzy bits for my hair sticking out. Oh. More doors.
What the? Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The one on the one in the...
Yes, yes,
the one on...
Are
yes,
these
thank you for
chromatic
pointing out
doors?
colors.
Look!
Yes, yes, yes. And then they manually try the doors, and they fail.
Just like the no good trick.
Yep, yep, yep.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
Oh, no, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Yeah, looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Clover, how about you show him that note we found?
Oh! Huh? Was it something about supplementary rules? Because we found a note just like that. It was in the infirmary.
A few more rules. Once you have a door, you hop through. Yeah, we know these rules. Yeah, once you've completed the
I don't
puzzle,
think
you
Zero's
can
saying we
anybody can
can.
go back through and
I think he's saying we
Yes.
have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The Ambidex room key.
We found some.
yeah, now just
Let's
explain
head back
the
to
room
the
keys.
So when Zero says jump,
Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you.
Well, are you going to go or are you staying here by...
Alright, go.
Alright, we've heard those dialogue before, so it's nothing significant, so I'll just speed clicking through it. Probably just gonna explain the Ambidex room again, so we could probably skip a lot of the dialogue coming up. I hate to just really fast forward through everything, because sometimes they'll throw in just a little extra line that might be important.
So, this is the crew quarters, huh?
Just as the note, we had no trouble getting in here.
That means we can go to the
Yeah.
Hey, look, Grandpa! They got a poster of a lady in here! It looks like the ones you got back home!
Oh, Grandpa!
This one's pretty hot. I think we're talking at least 14, maybe even 15 EU.
Agreed.
I sure would like to take it home with me. Unfortunately, I don't think this is really the time for that. Let's keep moving.
14 what? Always been that close, so they've known each other. Is he talking about the cost of that poster? I was calling Tenjo's grandpa. May even be related. Owls and Clover seem to be close too. We knew
Let's
this
go,
already.
buddy.
Buddy.
I can't wait to get out of here and back to my, grandpa videos.
Oh my god.
Oh, you mean the ones you keep in the locked cabinet?
Shh.
So they at least live together, we can at least assume. Whether or not he's actually his grandpa or not seems to be unclear. But at least that seems to insinuate that at least they live together at some point.
You're being too loud, Quark. You have to say these things quiet.
Dirty old man. What's up, real? See, that's why I don't want to super fast forward through these bits, because I know there's going to be little tidbits that are new and extra. I really wish the fast forward worked, and it's like in 999 at least it would stop when you got to new dialogue. This one just speeds through everything, and it's oh well.
Oh, you're finally done.
We skip this.
That doesn't really matter. Anybody can go into any room.
Like hell.
Is it? Or is it that you're just a few carats short of a... What do you think?
You arrogant little bastard.
An Ambidex gate, 40.
Something wrong?
So this time we're going against Alice.
What are you talking about? Of course there isn't anyone here. Let's get inside.
I'm trying to remember, we went against Luna last time. I'm trying to remember how Alice voted last time. I don't know, it's tough to predict.
This looks just like the...
She'll probably suggest betray again.
that
but-
screen.
Alright. We'll just go ally this time, no matter
Shit!
what.
The hell are you doing, you idiot? Did you even read what it said? Once you press that button, it locks the door for 40 minutes.
Yeah, I get it. We can skip all this.
I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year.
Whoa! Oh. What's with the apple and the banana? Can I get... I wish I could go back. Oh wait, we do have a log, don't we? Yeah, we do have a log. Alright, hold on. Another experiment used the game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate. Let's say Apple and Banana have committed serious crimes. Apple and Banana, I just gave them first names I thought don't mean anything. Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells, far away from each other. In other words, there's no way for them to contact each other, and they're not like telepaths or something, so that's the setup. You following me? Yeah, keep going. So a detective shows up. He visits each cell and tells them both exactly the same thing. It goes something like this. You can both clam up if that's what you want. We've got enough to put you both into the slammer for 2 years if you do. Now if you flip on your pal over there and tell me everything, I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year. Okay.
That means your buddy will serve 15, but that ain't your problem, right? Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, it goes the other way. He gets 1 year, and you get to spend 15 years eating government cheese. You're probably wondering if both of you confess. Well, I can shave off a little time for saving me trouble, but you'll still both do 10 years. So, punk, what's it gonna be? Gonna give me what I want, or you gonna keep that trap shut? Of course, I told your partner the same thing I just told you. I wonder if you can trust him to keep the cat in the bag. No rush. I'll give you...
Yeah, what would you do? Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
2 years.
Interesting, but you're forgetting something. That Banana will be thinking the same thing. So you'll both confess, and you'll both end up serving 10 years. Do you get it? If you both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years. But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're gonna spend 8 more years in prison. In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on the group level, but also a pretty shitty situation on the personal level too. You see now? The A-B game is the prisoner's dilemma.
If we trust Alice, then we both increase our BP by 2. If we don't trust each other, the long run won't benefit either of us.
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting. Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team. Who would we be playing against?
0,
right.
of course.
So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting 0 in the AB game. If you look at it that way, what would we want to do to beat him? Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked Ally. What would our total points be?
So, 18 points.
Okay. Now let's say one of the pairs chooses Betray.
So, 2 points. So, total gain for that game would only be 4 points. There are 2 groups allied that round. Here's if we get 6 cheese, which gives you 2 times 6, 12 plus 4, 16 total points.
So, what does that tell you?
If we consider all 9 of us to be on the same team, we need to always choose Ally to get the most points. If even one person chooses Betray, the total points we get goes down.
Exactly. In this game, if each individual acts for
That's
the
an interesting
benefit
way
of the
of
whole
looking at
group,
it.
everyone benefits. But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively. And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too. If all of us choose Betray, then the group gets 0 points. Ultimately, nobody benefits, not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decisions hurt everyone. And they're...
It's one way to look at it.
No, I mean the opposite. If you're
What?
going to make the most logical choice here, the only option is Betray.
You just explained why
No,
that
I
was a
didn't.
terrible idea.
It's not the prisoner's solution. It's the prisoner's dilemma. Even though there's an outcome where everybody's happy, the choice you'd have to make for that outcome isn't the rational one. You want to pick it, but you can't. A dilemma.
Oh, you want
If
to
we
bet?
choose
I can't
ally
pick it.
and Alice does too, then yes, it'll be great. All three of us will get 2 points. That would be ideal, obviously. And it would help everybody. But what if Alice... Right. And if that happens, we're screwed. So...
Then screwed we shall be.
20 minutes remain.
Unless we can be certain that Alice will choose ally, we don't have a... Unfortunately, we don't have any... That means we have to make the... It would be great to make the right choice.
At least they gave us a fire extinguisher in case things get out of hand. Did you say we're screwed? Don't mind telling me, what do you mean by that? Guessing something happens when our VP hits 0. It seems like something's going to happen. Do you know something? Do you know something? There's something weird about you from the moment we met. I mean, for starters, how do you know my
Oh,
name?
knock it off. This is getting old.
I don't know you, but you seem to know me somehow. The only explanation I can think of makes any kind of sense is that you're working with
What about
Zero.
you? Are you working with Zero? You're too calm. You wake up trapped in some kind of twisted game and it doesn't even faze you? That hardly seems normal.
Come on, I
Don't
guess do
change the
same
subject. We're talking about you. Maybe you actually do know me.
Oh shit, is that the Zero Bomb?
Sigma. Just let it go. Our time's up. This is it. Before... Well,
It did look like
before it
a
ends,
3. So does that mean there's a bomb of every number?
I wanted to tell you thanks. You know we're about to die, but you still stuck with me. So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
Oh shit.
What's wrong? Saw what? Explosion?
I think there's a bomb somewhere in this building. I'm not sure, but it sounded like it was on a timer. You and I were trying to stop it, but we couldn't do anything. And
Whoa! Sigma, calm down! What are you talking about? What is it now? It hurts? You know, you said it hurt when you first woke up in the AB room, too. Are you alright? Maybe you should rest a little. Of course.
there are some key differences in this timeline. Well, I don't know about key differences, but we did talk a little, very briefly to Quark and Tenmyoji. I don't know.
I shouldn't have worried.
Had it been real in any way, or was it just a hallucination brought on by stress or maybe some strange drug they dosed me with? Interesting that we're seeing that, though, even though we haven't experienced it, the timeline for it yet. I had to stifle a bark of laughter at the thought. Seeing the future, this wasn't some crappy sci-fi novel, this was real life. Things like that didn't happen, I was just tired. Stress of Notre Dame was probably getting to me more than I thought. I was tired, I was emotional. Hallucination was strange, but really, it was perfectly understandable. But what if I wasn't losing it? What if I was fine? What if I hadn't been a hallucination? I sat there for, felt like hours, my mind running in circles. We don't have forever to make this. Well, I guess we had like 2 hours, so.
5 minutes.
No, we got 5 minutes.
All players, if no vote.
What, do you need a translator? If you don't vote fast, I guess not. We're already in here, so we might as well. What's it gonna be, ally? Well, I didn't say I just said we didn't really have a It's completely. The former is an active opinion. The latter is just past. Yeah.
Never really finished our conversation for you. Said we'd be screwed if our BP dropped to below 1. Yeah, if our BP gets to 0 or something.
We die. If our BP drops to 0, we die. The needles in our bracelets activate. Yeah. I don't know. I swear, I don't. I know somehow.
So this almost convinces me entirely that... God. I can't decide if she's... The whole robot thing really screwed with my brain. Because I keep suspecting everyone's a robot. But I'm pretty convinced either Luna is the robot or Phi is the robot. But now I'm leaning more towards that Phi is not a robot. I swear to God, everybody's a robot. We're all robots. This is all just a simulation. Run the simulation. But I'm pretty sure Luna is the robot, if I had to guess. If I had, like, gun to my hand, Luna's the robot. Let's see if Phi is messing with your brain more and more. Yeah, she definitely is. I don't know if Phi is capable... Because it seems like she's also experiencing the cross-timeline memory stuff. No robots here. So I don't think a robot would be capable of that. So assuming that, she's definitely aware of the cross-memory thing, because she showed that at the end of Dio's ending. That's why she wanted me to remember it so bad, because she knew that knowledge could transfer back to the past. So she's at least aware of this study somehow. Only humans here. So I think we pretty much assume, like maybe like 80% certain she's not a robot. But she's very well aware of the psychomechanics of the knowledge transfer thing. So something to keep in mind.
There's just this feeling I've got. Like...
That would explain like how she knows my name, how she knows a lot of this stuff.
What?
Some sort of, I don't know, premonition.
What? What the hell are you talking? You sounded like a crazy person the first time, too. Seriously, Sigma, are you okay? I think there's something wrong with you.
Well, yeah. This was wrong. If I was supposed to be acting strange, not me. Instead, here she was talking as if I was okay, but what if it wasn't just her? What if I was losing it too? I groaned. My head felt awful. It was like someone had thrown my brain in a food processor and hit puree. Bing bing.
1 minute remains until...
Hey, what are you gonna pick? You aren't going to do it, then...
Oh, I got it.
Alright, take it away.
30.
Totally ally.
Round reset and...
Favorite option. Should be pushing to get closer.
What the hell were you thinking? Did you hear anything I said?
Nah. There was a lot of blah blah blah, but
then
I saw ally and I was like, ooh, pretty. I want to believe in Alice.
Rational decision.
She's got the biggest boobs. We have to believe.
Yo, what's up? Sick. Hey, we're up.
Let's go. We'll find.
Good.
Yo, friendly neighborhood viewer, what is up?
Looks like you're. Let's. Amberdex game. If
All right, let's get the results. Ooh, betrayed. So, Dio and... Interesting that Dio and Quark would ally with Luna. Dio, I would have assumed, would have betrayed no matter what. Boobs have betrayed me! Why? It's not the first time. Kay and Clover betrayed Tenmyoji. Interesting that Tenmyoji trusted Clover and Kay. But Kay kind of explained his same logic why they betrayed Alice early on, because it put similar logic to what Phi said. They didn't know Tenmyoji. Interesting that Dio would ally with Luna. Or if it was Quark's doing. That is interesting. That would support my theory of Quark being Zero, Luna being a robot. Or at least a servant of Quark. Nothing makes sense there. The only thing I can trust is untrustworthy. I'm not too shocked by this result. It could have gone either way, so we'll play it out.
Here are the results. Now, let us...
Excuse me? I just made the most rational choice. The best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is an idiot. I could ask you the same question. Why did you do something as stupid as choose ally? Oh, really? All of us, huh? Kay and Clover chose betray too, you know. Yes. I know about the prisoner's dilemma, but everyone picking ally isn't a reasonable outcome.
I'm feeling an idiot.
Just look at the results for this round. What do they tell you? You're a pretty tender-hearted guy to trust somebody you just met. Well, maybe tender-headed would be a little more appropriate in this case. Oh, was that upsetting? My apologies. I'm only trying to warn you.
Alice is right. You made a stupid choice, and thanks to you, our BP is down to 1 now.
That's fine. My hands are balled as a fist, but my throat was tight and my eyes stung. Why? Why? She did it! The group, on the other hand, seemed calm, almost happy.
Thank you. I'm so happy you chose.
No problem.
Well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Dio wanted to pick betray.
What?
That's not surprising.
Hey!
Mr. Dio told me to pick betray so that we could get 3 points. He said we could escape together. If we betrayed you, then we'd have 6 BP. And then, if we betrayed someone in the next round, we'd have 9.
Oh, Dio, is this true?
No, that's not what happened
That's
at all.
totally true. I knew for a fact. I don't know why he would let Quark choose, though.
Kidding! I lied. That was a joke. Mr. Dio would never do something like that.
It was a joke?
Yeah. Man, you really had me...
I really surprised
That
you,
was
huh?
the bullshit. We all know Dio totally wanted to betray.
So you really were planning to choose thank you.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Yeah, exactly.
Quark doesn't want to hurt. If Quark truly had the choice, he doesn't want to hurt Luna. He's definitely allied with Luna somehow.
I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust, huh?
I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
Zero, when does the next round?
What makes you think we'll be having an...
Well, if there's a...
Besides, that's impossible without...
You're right.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know.
Voting.
Yeah, we've heard this dialogue before.
They're already...
So,
Skipping unnecessary
The
dialogue.
ambidextrous move.
yeah, now.
So...
I don't know.
It's any...
So it's over when someone...
Nope. As long as that person doesn't open... Of course. You could also get stuck just below 9 BP, where every bunny just keeps going back and forth and back and forth.
I know, but the skip button is tricky because I thought it's supposed to stop on new dialogue that I haven't heard before, but apparently it doesn't do that and it just blasts through everything, so I kind of have to manually do it.
I don't know. Can you?
Well, I guess we could skip this bit. This is all kind of just
The lock on the
explanation.
bracelet really.
Yep.
We've all heard this
So there you go.
explanation before,
The
so.
second way.
Yeah, this is all.
If I could just get my hands on that little fucker, I'd.
What happens now? We've still got a while until the chromatic doors open.
Yeah, it hasn't been doing that, so I've just been kind of manually doing it. But at least there's chunks of dialogue, like long explanations of things I've already heard. At least I can know I can skip that pretty safely.
We should go and see if maybe there's a vent or a disposal. If there's a chance Zero missed something.
Could have landed me in Zero's game. And pissed anyone off. Yeah, we've heard this bit before. Yeah, this is all old. Didn't miss anything, did I? Feel like I'm in the VIP room.
Can I get you a drink?
Better
I
not
turned
be-
21 just the other day.
Oh, lucky us. 21. I wish I remember how old she was in the first notary game. Or in the 999. She wasn't that old, so... It's probably been at least, like, 15 years since the first notary... Since the last notary game.
Why not?
Or at least since the first game.
Really? It seems like this sort of thing is exactly what makes people want to drink in the first place.
That's fair.
Sigma?
It hasn't gone away yet?
Are you alright?
Sure, if I leave it alone, it'll go away in a bit. That's how it went before, anyway.
What? The headaches? Now that you mention it, yeah, I did get one a bit ago.
You know Clover's age at 999? I don't think that's spoilery. Go ahead and reveal it. Unless Rio completely disagrees. I trust Rio on all such decisions.
I feel fine now, though.
You know, I think I did have a bit of a headache earlier.
Not me. No headaches here. Well, it's hard to explain. I just feel kind of weird.
Your head feels weird?
No, my body feels weird.
What was her brother's name in the first one? I can't remember. She was 18? She was 18 in 999? Really? She looked like she was like 10 or something. Really? She was 18? So it's only been 3 years? Huh. Interesting.
Like my whole body.
Fall asleep on top of one of your arms. And then when you wake up, the arm kind of feels like it's not really yours anymore. Not just my arm, though. My whole body kind of feels numb and foreign.
I don't know. I guess it's kind of like that, but...
Oh, if that's what you're talking about, then yeah, I know what you mean. It's kind of like my body isn't really mine.
Interesting.
I'm sort of floating.
We're in the Matrix.
Maybe it's because of the anesthetic gas. It might have looked like white smoke. The stuff they used when they abducted you. It seems like we were unconscious for a long time, so it might... Well, it could be a side effect, or it could be that it just hasn't worn off completely yet.
Whatever. That's not important. Right now we need to figure out how to get out of here. Yeah, haven't really taken a good look at everything yet.
Catch you later. I wonder if these are already solved over here. If I, like, remembered that, if that's, like, the solution.
Oh, Sigma. What's up with your face? You look like you just saw a roach. Are you still angry?
Damn, she's a little feisty, isn't she?
I didn't have a choice. I'm just trying to get out of here like we all are. That's not what I meant, and you know it. If I'd known for sure that you were going to choose Ally, then I would have chosen Ally too.
Easy for you to say that now.
What? Am I such a horrible person for wanting to get out of here? I have to get out of here. There's so many things I still want to do.
Like what?
Well, let's see. I want to wear lots of gorgeous clothes. I want to eat tons of delicious food and fall in love.
I mean, those are all fair reasons to get out.
Excuse me?
And I was going to take your side, but after that load of horse shit, you're on your own.
Ugh. Look.
Why is that a bad reason for
again.
wanting to get out? Really, any reason to get out of here seems pretty legit.
I'm frustrated, but there really is something important I have to do. Avenge my father's murder.
Her father's murder.
That's what I have to do.
So who's her father?
No, I couldn't. This isn't the kind of thing I should be telling people I don't even know.
I'd say we're all pretty close knit at this point, seeing as how we're all in a game to the death. So, you know, maybe sharing some details isn't really that big a deal. Does your father's murder have anything to do with
I have no idea. As to why you're here, your guess is as good as mine. But it's possible that his death is connected to my abduction. I was on their trail.
Their trail?
I was tracking down the people who killed him.
Maybe that weird religious organization that Free the Souls. Maybe that's the people she's talking about.
How close were you?
I can't say, but it's possible that I was getting close enough that they decided something had to be done with me. Well, I wouldn't really say I'm a detective. Not a bad guess, though.
She wouldn't say she's a detective. Not a bad guess to say she's a detective.
Why are you guys looking at me like that?
She's the Egyptian Secret Service. We have the detective look. Oh, a little bit.
I didn't say I was a detective. No. That's fine.
She's MI6. She's James Bond in the most clever disguise ever.
In my line of work, the less I look like what I am, the better.
Okay, well, that's fair.
Better I keep him guessing.
Hey, what's the deal with you and Clover?
What's she got to do with anything?
Well, you know each other, right? I was thinking maybe you were related or worked together or something.
No, she has nothing to do with my work. She's just a friend that I met somewhere. In the middle of a desert.
She is the Egyptian princess.
Yes, but that's an awfully... Wait, hold on. Why am I the only person getting the 3rd degree?
So wait. So she is, in fact, I wasn't sure for a while. So she is the Egyptian princess from 999. Well, she certainly is adapted to modern times. So the person who killed her father... But that would have been like... how many years ago?
That doesn't seem fair to me. How about you guys give up a little personal information, too?
All will be explained, apparently.
We'll start with you, Tenmyoji. Who are you?
Just a garbage collector.
Garbage collector?
Any ties to Zero?
None.
What's your relationship with Quark? You two know each other, right?
Do I have to answer that?
Well, if you really don't want to, it's not like I can force you.
No. And I apologize, but I don't have anything to say about that subject. I mean, it's not like you told us everything either.
Garbage collector. That could mean many things. That could mean, like, he's an assassin. That could mean he's, like, a hitman. He's, like, works for the mob or something. That could mean so many things. He's a garbage collector.
I see. Very well, then.
He could be a cop. Like, maybe he's a detective. I don't know.
Dio, it's your turn. What's your profession?
Yeah, tell us a lie, Dio.
Well, you're probably gonna think I'm full of shit, but I'm a circus ringleader.
You're kidding.
Nope. I'm the real deal. I lead a company of about 50 people. We travel all over the world.
That part might be true, but he's no circus leader, unless you count his religious organization as a circus.
It was my grandfather's grandfather who founded it, but my father died at a young age. I'm a 5th-generation ringleader.
He's telling kind of half-truths here.
My old man was a trapeze artist. He tried to do this... Well, I guess he wasn't really young. He was about 40. He was pretty reckless for a guy that age, always talking about how he couldn't let the kids show him up.
I see. You lost your father too, then.
Yeah.
I was worried if I had like a memory flashback.
Guess I got a little
like,
sappy
you're
there.
full of shit.
Anyway, point is, I don't have any damn idea how I'm connected to Zero. I got grabbed on the last night of one of our tour stops. I'd gone out to a couple bars. On my way back to the caravan, this black van pulls up. Somebody grabs me and throws me inside.
Where's the bullshit?
Before I can even get a look at them, they hit me with that gas, and next thing I know, I'm waking up in the... Anyway, we still haven't heard your story, so who are you?
Don't you remember? I was on my way home from school and I got...
Are you some kind of doctor?
I also work on my degree. I'm shooting for a PhD, but I'm not quite there yet. So interesting, I have a bit of medical background.
I guess you've been working on that for quite a while, huh?
Yeah.
Can you think of anything that might connect you to any of this?
What about Zero?
Do any of the people here look familiar to you?
I would say for sure about Kay, since I haven't seen his face. I suppose it's possible someone I know.
Just who is he anyway?
Until the amnesia clears up, I don't think we've got any way of knowing.
Oh, come on. You know he's full of shit.
You still don't believe him?
Of course not.
I think she's a student. At night, she's a waitress or a bartender or something.
Or something. What about Quark indeed? That scoff.
It's nothing. Just forget about it.
That scoff. That scoff when he talked about his age at elementary school. He is not the age he appears to be. I'm telling you, he's Zero.
Yeah, you're right. Boy, his age would be in elementary school.
You really don't know much, do you? About Quark, I mean.
And if it makes you feel better, sure.
Well,
what if Quark,
I know a little about Luna.
What if Quark is another clone of the Freedom of Souls people, but he's like a perfect clone of their leader or something?
I got her talking when we were in the... She says she's got some sort of medical license or something.
She's a nurse?
It could mean she's a doctor.
I don't know. She didn't say. Just going by how she looks, though, I'd guess nurse.
That leaves us with Phi. She's the most mysterious to me. What does a girl like that do?
You've been around her the most, Sigma. She told you anything?
Look, I just don't know, alright? It's just kind of there. Like, I looked at you, and some part of my brain just said, that's Sigma.
You sure?
Spent hours to find you. I knew nothing about her except her name. I only had her word that even that was the truth. Who was she really? The more I thought about it, the more suspicious she seemed. Fake detective, a waitress, a garbage collector, an elementary school kid, a nurse, and a circus ringleader, plus 2 total mysteries.
There's no point to talking about. We should just focus on getting out of here.
I agree.
Where do you plan on going? I see. Right. Later, bro.
I'm not your bro. So that was some interesting dialogue. We already know Dio is completely full of shit, but he told some half-truths in there. He just wrapped it all in a big bubble wrap of circus bullshit.
Oh, Sigma. Perfect timing.
You were in the crew quarters before.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like a secret door or something?
Anything else out of the ordinary, perhaps?
This whole place is out of the ordinary.
What's this book?
It's the Schrodinger's cat. It's a book, a meowed cat.
A meowed?
When I start talking about cats, I start talking like one. Just don't worry about it.
That's weird. So what's the cat book about?
Quantum physics thought experiment called Schrodinger's cat. This book talks about
Oh, yes, I've heard about that. A cat is put in a box with a device that has a random chance to release a poison which will kill the cat. That means the cat is both alive and dead until someone opens the box. Something like that, right? What?
Don't really know anything about it. I'm just telling you what fights.
So it probably isn't gonna give us any hints then.
Quark, you're doing it too.
Oops.
We never did solve the mystery of the bunks.
What do you mean?
Park is the infirmary with Dio and Luna.
Well, this whole facility is pretty suspicious. I suppose that's not what you meant. Well, the puzzles in the lounge were lunar eclipse themed. Yes, apparently there's supposed to be a lunar eclipse on December 31st, 2028. All the puzzles were related to that somehow. I suppose it is. Well, I can't say I know what year or even what day it is, but Clover was saying something to that effect.
Do with any of this. Tries on my couldn't think of eclipse or connection to abductions.
What about the infirmary? Did you find anything?
Yeah, we did find something. Just one thing though. Dio and Luna didn't tell you? Okay, I got it right here. Just a second.
Radical 6 infection. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated past 100,000 victims. Immediately quarantine any infected patients is strongly advised.
It seems a little hard to believe. Yes.
Somewhere, and why?
If it is true, then I worry about what might be happening to the world outside. Is there a pandemic raging on the other side of these walls?
me.
Has something happened?
Yes! I mean, sort of. I mean, we found something. What did you... It's horrible. It's really scary. Oh, never mind. Just shut up and follow me. You'll understand when you see it. It's right over here in the next room. Just follow me.
So this is the old... I can't remember. I assume this is the old woman's body. Just point under the bed. The three of us crouch down and follow her finger. Oh, shit.
I think it's a bomb.
So, thank you, Sigma. Goodbye.
That's not an old woman's body. Same bomb I'd see in my vision, and it hadn't been a hallucination. It had actually been a premonition.
We need to tell everybody!
No, it's all right. Luna's out rounding them up. They should be here in just a few seconds.
Why put bombs in the
See?
in this place? Seems unnecessary.
Where is it? Where's this bomb?
Spoken words and the rest of our fellow captains appeared. This is the number 2 room. This is where all the dead bodies piled up eventually, which is interesting to note. So, was Dio's mission to acquire the bomb?
There! You see?
Doesn't look like it has a timed detonator. There must be a remote somewhere.
There's a plug in it.
You're right. It'll probably use an active button or a switch of some sort, not a dead man switch. If we can get it, we should be safe as long as we don't press the button.
Me and Luna. We found it while we were searching this room. Well, yeah. We looked all over, but we couldn't find anything there.
So we gave up on the lounge and came here.
I can confirm that. I wanted to look around the lounge some more, so I stayed back. You guys must have found it when you got here then?
Yes.
How did you know it was a bomb?
Well, I mean, I could tell just by looking at it.
Why?
Well, during my train...
Beg pardon?
Clover!
Oh my god, that Mario Barbarian emote is fucking amazing. Her training. Alice and her do know each other. They trained together as operatives to get in here?
Anyway, this is definitely a bomb. I guarantee it.
How do you know?
I just do, okay?
You sounded pretty sure about the switch, too. How do you know all this?
Let's just say it's an occupational hazard.
Occupational hazard. Stripper training's crazy nowadays, I know, right?
What kind of occupation do you have?
I can't tell you that.
Or I'd have to kill you.
Spare me the bullshit. This isn't time for keeping secrets.
Please, just trust me. Look, I know I'm repeating myself, but I'm sure that's a bomb. And it's not just any kind of bomb. It's an antimatter bomb.
Antimatter?
It's a nuke.
Wait, you mean a bomb that uses annihilation energy?
Oh, wait.
Oh, you know what that is? Anyway, yes, you're right.
What's Annie-Hill Nation?
I would have thought you'd know.
Huh? Why?
Well, your name is Quark. You do know what that means, right?
Yeah, Grandpa told me about it. He said it's an elementary particle, one of the smallest bits of matter, but I don't really know anything else.
I see. Can you explain it to him, Tenmyoji?
Me?
Well, you know him best. I thought you could explain it best.
I don't know. It's hard to think of a way to explain it in simple terms.
You want me to do it?
Yes, please.
Okay. To begin with, we usually refer to bits of matter as particles, but there are also these things called antiparticles. For example, an electron is a particle with a negative charge. It has a sort of opposite, which is the antiparticle called the positron. It has a positive charge instead of a negative one, like the electron. So, protons have antiprotons and neutrons have antineutrons. Antimatter is a general term that covers all the antiparticles. The thing that's interesting about antimatter is that because it's the opposite of normal matter, when they collide, they both sort of cancel each other out. When they cancel each other out, though, it releases a whole bunch of energy. That process is called annihilation. So, an antimatter bomb is a bomb that uses annihilation energy.
Sorry. I don't really get it.
Oh, all right. How about this? You've got men and women, right? They're kind of like complete opposites. What happens when you put them together? Well,
Babies.
if there were, quantum men and women, then when you put them together, they disappear. Because their opposite elements cancel each other out. Like when a plus cancels out a minus, you get 0. That's annihilation. But when you get annihilation, you also get...
I know! A baby!
Exactly. In this case, the baby you get is the energy from the annihilation.
It's the worst
It's not a
analogies.
real baby, of course, but like
It's
a
a
baby,
giant
it's got
death
all
baby.
sorts of potential to do amazing things.
Grayson, thank you so much for the big old host, and thank you for the death baby.
That's kind of a strange explanation.
You followed it, though, right?
Yeah!
Yeah, but that thing under the bed isn't going to be making a baby. Just how big of an explosion are we gonna get here?
It's pretty simple, actually. Just use Einstein's E equals mc squared.
Yo, well, Tanner.
The mass lost during annihilation will be converted to energy, so...
So you would take the total mass of matter and antimatter and multiply it by the speed of light squared.
That, for example, let's say that it has 350 milligrams of antimatter. That would mean there would also be 350 milligrams of matter, right?
So you'd have 700 milligrams total.
So we're going to die from an explosion that has the potential to do amazing things.
Yes.
We're going to make a giant death baby.
That means
It's
annihilation
so simple,
would
just
produce
use Einstein.
roughly
Oh, that old
63
simple
trillion
Einstein
joules.
thing. That's kid stuff.
That's about as much energy as the Hiroshima bomb.
What the? You've got to be kidding me. But there's only 350 milligrams of stuff in there.
Well, technically it's 700 milligrams since you have the matter and the antimatter.
That's not the point. We're talking about something that weighs less than a gram, being equal to a bomb that weighed like 10,000 pounds.
Don't get so excited. I think I know what kind of bomb this is. It's probably using antihydrogen. There should only be about 25 micrograms of material in there.
That's less than 1,000th of a gram. So you'd only get about 45 billion joules of energy, right?
What does that mean?
About as much explosive power as 1 ton of TNT.
A ton?
Yes. Well, approximately.
And how exactly should I not worry about that? That's enough to blow up a 10-story building!
True. But it's a lot less powerful than an atomic bomb. We don't know how big this place is. If we can get far enough away from the bomb, we might have a chance of survival.
Perhaps. How do we know this is the only bomb?
What do you mean?
Look at it carefully. It's got a number 3. Do you see it? If the bombs are numbered...
Could be a 2 bomb or 1 bomb.
Yes, there's no way to know if this is the final bomb either. There could be a 4th or a 5th.
Dot, dot, dot. Does everybody have to go through the dot, dot, dot?
Anyway, we can't just sit here and do nothing. We should move it. somewhere.
Now, I don't know if you want to touch it.
No! Don't touch it! What the hell do you think you're doing? Have you got a death wish or something? This bomb is here because somebody planted it. Do you really think they didn't rig it to go off if some idiot tried to move it?
Then what the fuck are we supposed to do?
We'll just have to leave it be for now, until we can find the detonator or figure out how to turn it off.
You're telling us we should just prance off and ignore the incredibly deadly bomb that is probably gonna kill us all?
There's not much else we can do.
Do you know how to turn it off?
Well, there is a way.
Then spill the beans, lady. How do we turn the damn thing off?
There should be an emergency deactivation password.
Password.
If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. Yes, that's right. Look again. You see it? Right here. There's a port. If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
Who would do something like this?
Why did I just randomly look
I
around?
have no idea. So we can figure out when they did it. When you and I searched this room, we didn't find anything, right? So that means the bomb must have been planted after we'd left.
Ooh. Around other people, so there's no way we could have snuck off to plant it.
I don't know about that. After we finished the AB game, we all split up. But if someone planted it right before then...
Oh, yeah. You don't know, do you? Before we went off to the 3 rooms, we searched the hallway. Everybody was all split up.
Yeah, anyone could have come by here then. It would have been easy to sneak away.
You know, I don't remember seeing you around, Sigma. What were you doing?
Kind of deep in thought, I guess. Stay behind the warehouse when you guys went off.
I never said that.
Not out loud, no.
Really? Back when we were in the AB room, you said you saw the moment when the bomb exploded.
Well, it's just a... hard to say premonition. It sounds like the worst lie on the planet. Yeah, trying to... Oh my god, dots. Wait, this doesn't make any sense. According to Tenmyoji, any one of us could have been in here. Why am I the only ones under suspicion? There's no way to know the culprit here is actually one of us. Maybe there's someone else in here. And they set up the...
Impossible. There's no way that would get past Zero. And there's no way Zero would let anybody do something that would get in the way of the game going forward. What?
When you say Zero, you mean the AI, right?
Of course.
This is confusing. From now on, let's refer to the real Zero, the one behind all of this, as Zero, which would, of course, make the AI...
Okay, fine with me. Anyway, whichever one it is, they're not going to let a 10th person in. There's...
I don't think it could be. Well, Zero Jr. said he said that the real Zero...
He hid it in his snack compartments. Didn't fit at all, but if it was the case, then the person who planted the bomb was someone other than Zero Senior.
Oh no, this is bad.
Well, we know Dio had the, it had to be Dio then, right? He's the one going around planting the bombs. Because he was the one who had that console with the password and everything in it at the end of his story. So it's Dio going around planting the bombs, which was his mission to set up the bombs to destroy this facility. So it's Dio. Dio's the one planting the bombs.
Press the buttons on your bracelet.
We've only got 4 minutes until the chromatic doors open.
Let's go then.
You're right. This bomb thing is gonna have to...
That was Dio's mission, to set up us the bomb. He's acting all shocked at the size of it, but we all know Dio's full of shit anyway. But why did... So why was Phi only concerned about the Zero bomb? Clearly he's innocent. Oh yeah, sure he is. Sure he is.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes.
The doors have opened.
He may not be part of the circus, but he sure is a good
We need
actor.
to figure out who's going where.
We don't have time. Just pay attention. I'm only gonna say this.
I'd like to go with option A. How about you, Tenmyoji?
I don't mind going with option A.
1 minute.
2 votes for A, 3 votes for B and C. Clover, this vote doesn't decide this thing. We're gonna have to figure
Which one do
something
you
else.
want, Clover?
Quark chose Ally in the first round, and I was with Kay in the first round.
Then that's what we're doing.
Ten, 9, 8.
So I don't get a
7.
choice in this one?
The doors are closed. Let's go!
Right.
I guess I don't get a choice in this timeline. It was dialogue saying why you couldn't choose one of the doors, I think. Someone refusing to go, someone else. Yeah, okay. Clover, Quark, and Kay ended up in the red door. Phi, Dio, and Tenmyoji had gone through the green door. So this time, Quarkus was Clover and Kay.
2, 1, 0.
And so that puts me with,
Chromatic.
what, Luna and... I forget. Where's the rec room? Is it gonna put me in the garden now?
It looks like they're all locked.
Does that mean this is just a dead?
Luna and Alice.
Try pulling it. Hey, what's with all the... Are you still mad about the last...
Please don't fight. We need to work together. Or please. Very well. I'll pull the lever then. Is that okay?
Yeah, go see if I care.
After round 1, but I can't remember. That's alright. I doubt it really matters. The bead guard. Okay.
But I wonder how you open the other ones.
Who cares? We should get...
Oh, pretty. Nice.
I doubt it. Look up. There's a ceiling up there.
It probably stands for something.
Botanical?
Maybe.
This feels like a whole other little world.
Like an
I
oasis
feel kind
in
of
the middle
weird
of metal.
saying this, considering where we are, but this place feels so liberating. All of this green. It's wonderful.
It's huge, though. We'll wear ourselves ragged trying to search the whole thing.
They always manually try the door.
We should split up and look around.
Agreed.
Seek way out. haven't saved in a while. Mushroom. Yes, I want the mushroom. Looks like a wrench. Yo, what backlight? Alright. Oh. Bronze key. Paprika. Does that mean more fruits have some of its meals? Island. I don't know. Something green going on top of it, so it's like moss. Hey. Marks silver lid and diggy duggy, diggy duggy. It's a lion. metal detector. Tufui ego eris. Mr. Tufui is... Epitaph. Something they feel represents them. Oh, we got a keyhole down here. Oh. Paper with dots. We got also stabby stab. Give it a turn. Hey dude, come here, I'll show you something. Yeah, I know, no one comments like, sweet, a knife. Garden's nighttime. Oh, something over by the pool, it looks like. Oh. Purple. Blue. Yellow, green, red. Purple, blue, yellow, green, red. Purple, blue, yellow, green, red. Purple, blue, yellow, green, red. Exactly what I expect from a star. I guess you say it's a typical star. Mid-sized. Pretty small star. Impressed you even saw it. 4 stars. Is that a Japanese Zelkova? They grow 20 meters, probably still pretty young. I know, because it's idiotic. I'm sorry. Look, we've already established I'm not the brightest bulb in the box, so... Yay. Yo, what up, Nutella? A knife. Maybe I should be... Let's cut that shit out. 1 second. Not sure what the stars really mean. Got this metal detector, I'm not sure what to do with it. Maybe throw the coin in? We shut the water off somehow, maybe? Eventually. A paring knife. This is small, delicate work, like giving a stripper you can cut pretty much anything. I bet Alice just cuts things with her bare hands. Oh, this... Oh, that's probably the combination to that thing. So going down, it's... There we go. Oh, maybe we can use the metal detector on the fruit since we found the one coin in the fruit. Maybe we could find more coins in the fruit. Oh, and then we could cut it open with... Hey, there we go. We get a leek? Oh, an onion. That should be all the coins. We're missing. We don't have a purple one though. We're metal detector pros. Didn't you know? Let's go check out the fountain though, since there's still water, even though the waterfall stopped, water's still flowing. Alright, well we got the coins. So it was white coin. What was it? It was purple, yellow, purple, green, red, red, green. From backwards it was purple. I don't remember it being a white. Wait? Huh. Oh. Oh. So we need to go from... I see, we need to go from smallest to biggest according to weight. So red is the heaviest. So we can at least deduce that. So red is the heaviest. Oh no wait. No wait. Red is the lightest. I had that backwards. Red is the lightest. Sorry. I misspoke. Red is the lightest. White is the second lightest. Yo. What do you mean failed? Wait, whoa. 0.5 times it triggers the spring, which makes the whole thing shake. Okay. Do I have to balance them out? Well, if that's the case, then we go... No? Hold on. So, alright, so these two are the lightest. Right, so I need... Hold on. So it should go from heaviest to lightest. It's green, yellow, white, red. If I'm not mistaken. Okay, so then we can do probably the lightest and the heaviest and the two in the middle. So red, green. Yeah, we're fine now. So from lightest to heaviest, I'm guessing, so we go red, white, yellow, Oh, these are greater than... I got it backwards. They're not arrows, they're greater than, less than. Okay, right. So, backwards. There we go. Screen inside. Oh, here we go. Yep. They're alligators. They always eat the bigger one. Press the star buttons in the correct order. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so it was... Do I go from order of appearance, or do I go from smallest to biggest? Alright, we're gonna have to go back to the nighttime then. Red was the biggest, so I guess we'll again go from smallest to biggest. So it was green. I think yellow may have been after blue. I think you're right. Yeah, I think you're right. So it was green. I think it was purple. I'm trying to remember according to their size. Green, purple, blue, yellow, red. Oh. Green, blue, red. Oh. Maybe if it was in the order of appearance, which was purple, blue, yellow. Okay. Hey, nice. Sun, sun, moon. What about the key to the tombstone, though? Oh well. Or the fountain. Weird. Stuff. That didn't take us too long. Not too bad. What do we got? Map. Floor B, yada yada yada. Yeah, moon card. Lovely, lovely. Take one. You should take one, because you're the solo. We're the team. Yada yada. Ooh. What is this? Nevada test site. Rhizome 9. Wasn't the Nevada test site the 999 facility? If I remember correctly. Immunoglobulin. IG equals immunoglobulin. Another word for antibody. Odd. Antibody. And we're out. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, just open the door. Alright, that place wasn't too bad. Achievement unlocked. Master of Escapology.
We ought to be asking you the same thing. How'd you get here?
Sigma, hand me the map.
You three came in through the blue door, right?
So we're like over here.
And which room did you go into?
Bee garden?
Bee garden. 1. We've gotten 1.
What about you?
We've gotten Dio's
Well,
ending.
after we went through the green door.
Wasn't that the treatment room?
So, what's the treatment center?
Yeah, they did go into the treatment center.
It sounds a lot like the infirmary.
You want to have a look? We can go back to any of the rooms we've already visited. So?
Yeah. Here, I'll show you my flow chart. This is what we've done so far. There's that lion again. Lion eating the sun.
They're why this is called a treatment center.
Let's just save real quick.
Those pods can cure a number of illnesses and even repair certain injuries.
The lion is hungry, of course.
How about you climb in one of them, Dio?
Why?
Well, maybe it can fix whatever's wrong with your brain.
Hey, you want to start something, lady?
Calm down now. You don't cool off a bit and I'll have to throw you in one of these pods here.
Huh? Why?
Weren't you paying attention? They have a cold sleep function. I figured that ought to cool your head up.
Cold sleep.
Yeah?
According to some records we found in here, until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods.
Do a pre-order traversal of that flow tree? I'm not sure what you mean. Found here until about 8 hours ago, there were 3 frozen people in these pods. That's probably how they stored us.
3 people?
You mean 3 of us were?
We don't know. All we found was what was in the logs for the pods.
No idea.
Traverse.
Part of the logs were erased. All that's left is when it records them thawing out, getting up. That's it.
Then they could be anyone.
Well, anyone but you. Because you don't need a device like this to freeze Alice.
Because she's
Am I
cold as
wrong?
ice.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You don't need to play dumb. The water in your body isn't normal water. It's something called Ice 9. It freezes at 96.8 degrees. That means all you have to do to put yourself in cold sleep is drop your body temperature below 96.8. No fancy machine needed.
Where on earth did you hear that?
From Clover.
Clover?
When we were exploring the lounge during the first round.
I see.
What's so funny?
Oh man, you fell for that one hook, line, and sinker, didn't you? Clover was messing with you. That is, if she even said anything to you at all. It was a lie. A joke?
A joke? No, there's no way it was a joke. I'm sure about it. Your body is made of Ice 9.
Well, you're mistaken. It's a ridiculous misunderstanding. An urban legend.
So, alright, so that absolutely... If it was any doubt before, she is absolutely the Egyptian princess from 999. How did she... At some point in the past, someone found a frozen mummified Egyptian queen. Okay. What was curious about this mummy, however, was that it remained frozen at room temperature. People began to refer to her as All Ice, which eventually basically became Alice. Rumor that her body was made of Ice 9 began to circulate, and her bizarre refusal to thaw only compounded them.
They say that the mummy finally thawed, and when it did, it began to move. And ever since then, I've had people say they thought I was her. I mean, really, how could anyone believe something so ridiculous? The existence of this mysterious Alice and of this ice that doesn't melt are just urban legends.
It can't just be because your name's Alice. There are tons of Alices.
Is it because of your face? And how you look?
Well, it is true that I am both beautiful and elegant. Can I really be blamed if people think I'm an Egyptian queen?
Maybe it's, you know, the jade scarab in your top, whatever you call it.
I don't think that's the only reason, though. Someone who made that mistake said something to me once. They claimed they'd seen me before. Of course, I immediately pressed the issue. Do you mean the mummy, Alice? I said. When? Where? Of course, they were at a loss. In fact, I began to feel a little sorry for them. So I told them something.
Boobs out equals elegant, of course.
If you're so convinced, then maybe I am actually Alice. But maybe I've lost my memory and can't remember who I am. And so on and so on. I'm still not sure why Clover would tell you something like that, though. Even if she was just messing with you, it seems a little out of left field.
You really think she put that much thought into it? She was probably just screwing with him, and it was the first thing that came to mind. Maybe she wanted to see if she could get him to believe something completely ridiculous.
Yeah, I could see her doing something like that. Well, I think that's enough idle gossip for now. The cold sleep business is interesting, but I don't think it's terribly useful. We should go see if the other team has returned to the warehouse yet.
I wonder how much of this dialogue you get. I'm sure we get all that dialogue normally, but I'm curious some of this dialogue if you only get it if you've done other timelines first, or... But it probably syncs up so that you hit it. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It looks like another
It looks like this.
Hey, look.
3.
They're all...
Yeah, white doors. Real exciting stuff.
I'd bet on it. Look.
You probably get away with calling yourself elegant just by wearing a giant solid gold necklace. Yeah. Question for once you beat the game, that's fair.
They've got the same boxes next to them as the other doors.
So the next set of doors are... white?
They haven't all been the same color before.
We definitely need to tell the others about this.
Yes, we're going through the halls again. We're going up the elevator again, down the elevator, up the elevator, through the door, through the hall. I don't give a shit. It's boring as fuck. There's no suspense being built. I don't care. Let me skip it.
Oh, thank goodness. You finally returned.
It's not even that impressive. It's like that's the job they gave like the intern. It's like, here, animate these doors and dots and shit.
I was beginning to get anxious.
Fuck Jim the intern. He's a little shit. This is something you've already seen.
Yes. It's Quark, you see. He...
What? What happened to Quark?
He collapsed. It happened so suddenly. We were just searching our room.
What?
Please, you must hurry to the infirmary. Clover is looking after him, but his condition could change at any moment. You should go.
Oh no. Quark, come on, kid. Get a hold of yourself.
Hey, Hey, what are you doing? He's sick, and we don't even know what's wrong with him. What if you make him worse?
Then what am I supposed to do? I have to save him.
Save? That seems a little extreme. Maybe he just has anemia or something.
No, that's not it. I know him better than any of you. He doesn't have anemia. He's never just collapsed before.
Well, then call an ambulance and stop freaking out about it.
You son of a bitch. This is serious.
The infirmary seems pretty well equipped. There are plenty of diagnostic tools, but
Without a doctor, there's not going to be much we can do with him.
Luna?
That's right. I remember Dio saying something. You have a medical license, don't you?
Wait, really? Is that true, Luna?
Well, yes, but...
You have to take a look at him then, please. Quark needs...
Okay, I'll see what I can do. I
He's
think
always
that
very
machine
hesitant
over
about
there
the
is a
medical
medical
license.
scanner. It's called an atom. It uses nuclear Yes, I believe it can...
I don't want to rush you, but
Just let us... Of course. Well, I know what's wrong with him. I feel so terrible saying this, but Quark has an infection. A viral infection.
oh no.
Yes, he's been infected with a virus called Radical 6.
Yeah. I told Alice and Tenmyoji about it.
Fi and I heard about it from Luna.
So Quark has Radical 6.
He can't... How could he have gotten infected? That's not possible.
You sound so sure, Tenmyoji.
There must be something we can do! How can we cure him?
Well, Adam says there's an antiviral serum called Excelivir. It's the only way to counteract Radical 6. If we can inject him with some, he should be okay.
Where is it? Shouldn't it be in the infirmary somewhere?
Yeah, we looked around, but we didn't see anything.
I don't trust a damn thing you say. I'm asking Luna.
I'm sorry, but Leo's telling the truth. We didn't find anything.
Damn it. What about the other rooms? Sigma, what about you? Did you find anything? What about you, Kay? Was there any medicine in your room?
We visited the laboratory.
Laboratory.
There were a number of chemicals and concoctions there, some of which were medicine, but nothing like what we're searching for, I'm afraid.
Oh god, then he's... Oh god, no.
Perhaps Tenmyoji is a scientist, and perhaps he developed the Radical 6 virus, or at least is partially responsible.
No, there was nothing even remotely like it. You went there too, didn't you? The only thing in the treatment center are those treatment pods.
Quark?
Quark!
Oh. Okay then.
Oh, thank god. You're awake!
Get away from me!
What? Quark, what are you...
Interesting. Where did you get the knife?
Sorry, Grandpa. I can't. I have to.
Have to what? What are you talking about?
Isn't it obvious? I have to escape.
But... how?
Like this!
Is he gonna stab himself?
No! Let go! Let go of me!
Yeah, right.
On it.
Me too.
Stop it! Let go of me, you jerks!
Oh, right.
Damn you! Bastards! Why won't you let me go?
Fast times at Radical 6 high.
I have to
Love
get
it.
out of this body! They can't lock away the soul! Once my body's gone, my soul can escape! Please, you have to let me go! Let me go!
He is part of that Free the Soul group, isn't he? He is a clone. He's another clone just like Dio.
I'm trapped here! Let me die! I have to die! Kill me! Somebody! Anybody! Kill me! Kill me! Ah!
I don't know. Something about it seems fishy.
Luna,
Yes?
are there any tranquilizers in here?
No. Well,
What?
there's Superel Beta.
Soperil?
That's the anesthetic. The one that's in our bracelets. Good. Perfect. Hit him with some of that.
What?
He'll be fine. It's just an anesthetic, Tenmyoji. It won't hurt him, I promise.
But...
Just hurry up and come on, Luna.
Okay, let me just... Okay, I've got it.
Good. Wait until he's... Now! Do it now!
Right.
No! Stop! Stop!
Man, it's been an
Respiration, blood pressure,
exciting
brainwaves, everything's normal.
area of the flowchart.
According to these readings, he's in a very deep sleep. Yes,
What about the anesthetic? How long will it last?
he shouldn't wake up for a few hours.
Man, he sure was strong for such a little guy.
I think that might be the virus's fault. It probably attacks the part of the brain that governs reason. Without anything to hold it back, his body was using every ounce of strength it had.
Yeah? How do you know?
Huh? Oh, well,
How much do you know about this Radical 6?
oh, not much. I probably know about as much as you do. All I've seen about it is that newspaper article. Why would I lie about that? I've seen other viruses do the same thing. I was just making a guess.
So when Quark tried to kill himself, are you saying that was because of Radical 6 too?
Yes, at least I think so.
What are you doing?
Oh shit, what? I thought I was missing. Oh no. What?
We're all going to die.
Huh?
We're all dead already. Only terrorists would resort to biological warfare. But they will. Soon.
Hey, what the hell are you talking about?
You don't understand? All of humanity is going to die. The virus will spread. Adults, children, everyone. Everyone! There won't be anyone left! I'd rather die here!
No, 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 no. What about your training? What about your mission?
You lost her.
Well, let's split up and look. Quickly. She can't have gotten too far.
Right.
Look, if you find her, it's probably best not to shout or anything. Just do your best not to provoke her. Understood?
Tenmi OG. I think you should stay here with Quark. The rest of us can look for Alice. Sound good?
Yeah, I stay here.
All right, let's move. Get going.
I'll bet she's right there. Oh, she's... Because I'm guessing they just want to reuse the same graphic again. She's probably dead next to the bomb in the crew quarters. Blah, 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 blah. Ooh, jellyfish. Oh, damn.
There you are. Good. I'm glad you showed up. I just got here a minute ago. She was like this when I found her. When you showed up, I was getting ready to carry her to the infirmary. Yeah. Her breathing and pulse seem normal. She doesn't appear to have any obvious external wounds. Looks like it. Doesn't look like she has it. Figure she probably dropped it on the way here. Anyway, we need to get her to the infirmary. Give me a hand here.
And Quark is missing.
All right, please pay attention, everyone. You need to hear this. The Atom has finished scanning Alice.
What did it say?
Her results are identical to Quark's. She has also been infected with Radical 6.
Oh no. No! What's going to happen to her?
Well, like I said before, there's only one way to cure Radical 6. There's a special antiviral
I'm assuming we all
treatment.
have it. I think that's a safe
Do you know
assumption.
what immunoglobulin is?
Immunogoblin?
It's another name for antibodies. Some people have antibodies that can fight off Radical 6. Those antibodies are the basis for Excelivir. Right, I thought of that too, so I went and took a closer look at them. Unfortunately... Correct. They can suppress the symptoms for a while, but they can't kill the virus itself. The only way we can help Alice and Quark is if we can find some Excelivir.
But the pods will keep them from getting any worse, right?
Yes.
Well, then what are we waiting for? One of you, grab Alice. We're going to the treatment center.
White blood cell the shape of a goblin. It's a mischievous little bugger. Oh shit.
What? Well, what is it?
Quark had the medicine?
Excelivir! You found it, Sig. That's the one thing that can cure Radical 6.
Why did Quark have it?
Perhaps he found it earlier. We explored the laboratory. It was on the other side of the red door. I happened to notice Quark putting something in his pocket. Whether or not that was his intention is unclear. I did not have the opportunity to ask, as he collapsed immediately afterwards. It didn't feel appropriate to go digging around in his pockets for it after that. And to be honest, it had also slipped my mind. We were rather preoccupied with getting him to the infirmary as quickly as possible.
Who cares about that? We have it. Hurry up and give it to him, Luna.
Hey, hold on a minute. What about Alice?
Does it really matter if she goes first or not?
I'm sorry, but I don't think we can do that.
What?
There's only enough here for one person. The only way we have to administer this is with the injection gun. And the way it functions, it uses a whole bottle each time you pull the trigger.
In other words, we can't split the dose in two or something.
Right.
We don't have a single hypodermic needle. Couldn't even, like, makeshift one.
Nothing.
I didn't makeshift a hypodermic needle, but...
That one bottle was it.
No, unfortunately not.
No.
Oh, God.
Just enough medicine for one dose.
Only one person can be saved.
Who should we give it to?
Save the boobs!
Alice or Quark?
Isn't it, like, Breast Cancer Appreciation Month or something?
Then what are we going to do?
How?
Don't I have a medical degree? Can I think of something? Oh, shit. So I guess we come back this way when we have an answer. Well, it's not the first lock we've run into. Interesting. Well, that's gonna do it for me for tonight, everybody. Thank you all so much for hanging around. I gotta go take care of my son. You all take care, have a good night, and keep being the mightiest barbarians that you can be. And hopefully I will see you all